Jwwilliams funeral directors have been proudly serving the people of this community since 1918. Service is our motto. The poor, the rich, the middle class, and all are given the best of care and attention at all times. You have the privilege to select what you want. In your time of need, contact the capable, the competent, and the dependable staff of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home who is genuinely concerned with your care. At Jwwilliams Funeral Home, you are aptly served by the proprietor president, Deacon Arthur L. Parker, who continues the traditions and values set forth by the past president, Dr. Napoleon Williams. Your announcers for the Jwwilliams Funeral Home Sunday morning program are Deacon Arthur L. Parker, Reverend Isaac H. Owens, Mrs. Calandra Wilkerson Parker, Minister Frankie Harmon, Ms. Sandra Johnson, and Deacon Earl Clark, Jr.
Thank you, and good morning, friends. We come to you this morning to bring announcements, dedications, and songs. We certainly hope that your day may be brighter after listening to our program. The family of United States Army veteran, Mr. Sean Thomas Williams, Sr. of Lizella, Georgia, formerly of Vienna, Georgia. The family of United States Army veteran, Mr. Clifford Ramsey of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Elder Jacqueline Smith Little of Warner Robins, Georgia, and Americus, Georgia. The family of Miss Eddie Mae Levant Gaston of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. Kerry Roger Cross of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. James Solomon McCray of Leslie, Georgia, would like to thank their many friends for the food, the flowers, the condolences, and all other expressions of sympathy and kindness shown to them during their hours of sorrow and bereavement during the past week. United States Army veteran, Mr. Sean Thomas Williams, Sr., age 60, of 8704 Lower Thompson Road, Lizella, Georgia, died Saturday, April 4th, at the Piedmont-Macon Hospital in Macon, Georgia. The funeral service for United States Army veteran Mr. Sean Thomas Williams, Sr., age 60, was held on Friday, April 17th, in the sanctuary of the Turkey Creek Baptist Church in Lilly, Georgia. The Reverend Dr. Bobby G. West, pastor of the Bethel Baptist Church, officiated. The burial with military honors followed at the Andersonville National Cemetery in Andersonville, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife, Mrs. Valinda Edwards Williams, his loving and devoted children, Mr. Sean T. Williams, Jr., and Ms. Deja Williams Clark, and her husband, Mr. Courtney Clark. 3 beloved grandchildren, his loving siblings, to include Miss Corina Barron and her husband, Mr. Robert Barron, a host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. United States Army veteran, Mr. Sean Thomas Williams, Sr., age 60, of 8704 Lower Thompson Road, Lizella, Georgia. United States Army veteran, Mr. Clifford Ramsey, age 89, of 1715 Turner Street, Cordele, Georgia, died Sunday, April 12th, at the Creeks Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for United States Army veteran Mr. Clifford Ramsey, age 89, was held on Friday, April 17th, in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. The Reverend Ivory Joe Carbon, pastor of the Mount Moriah Baptist Church, officiated. The burial followed at the Westview Cemetery in Cordele, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife, Mrs. Linda Walker Ramsey of Cordele, Georgia, his beloved children, Mr. Larry Patrick, Mr. Leonard Patrick and his wife, Mrs. Shirley Patrick, Mr. Antonio Ramsey, Miss Melania Ramsey, Mr. Rodriguez Power, Mr. Lazarus Jones, Mr. Michael Newberry, Miss Melissa Walker, Miss Sharon Weaver and her husband, Jermaine Weaver, Mr. Marcus Walker and his wife, Mrs. Kim Walker of Lumpkin, Georgia, and Mr. Demetrius Walker and his wife, Mrs. Kendra Walker of Gainesville, Florida. His bonus children, Mr. Earl Battle and Mr. Frankie Walters Jr., a host of beloved grandchildren, great-grandchildren, many nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. United States Army veteran, Mr. Clifford Ramsey, age 89, of 1715 Turner Street, Cordele, Georgia. Elder Jacqueline Smith Lewis Little, age 69, of 105 Dennis Drive, Warner Robins, Georgia, formerly of Americus, Georgia, died Wednesday, April 8th, at the Piedmont Macon Hospital in Macon, Georgia. The funeral service for Elder Jacqueline Smith Lewis Little, age 69, was held on Saturday, April 18th, in the sanctuary of the 8th United Holiness Church in Leslie, Georgia. The pastor, Elder Robert Bennett, officiated. The eulogy was delivered by her beloved son, Elder Frank Douglas Lewis Sr. The burial followed at the Marthana Living Way of Christ Church Cemetery in DeSoto, Georgia. Survivors include her loving and devoted husband, Mr. Antonio D. Little of Warner Robins, Georgia, her loving and devoted children, Mr. Antoine O. Lewis of Cobb, Georgia, Elder Frank D. Lewis and his wife, Mrs. Pamela Lewis, Mr. Kelvin Eberhard, both of Americus, Georgia, her loving grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, her beloved sisters, Miss Denise J. Whitehead of San Diego, California, Miss Valerie A. Smith of Wingsville, Missouri, and Miss Susie N. Lopez of Far Rockaway, New York. A beloved brother, Mr. Joseph L. Smith, and his wife, Mrs. Laura Smith of Unadilla, Georgia. Her beloved aunt, Mrs. Nadine King of Smithville, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Elder Jacqueline Smith Lewis Little, age 69, of 105 Dennis Drive, Warner Robins, Georgia. Miss Eddie May Levant Gaston, age 74, of 702 West 27th Avenue, Cordele, Georgia, died Friday, April 10th, at the Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital in Albany, Georgia. The funeral service for Miss Eddie Mae Levant Gaston, age 74, was held on Saturday, April 18th, in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. The Reverend Nelson Maynard Jr. officiated. The burial followed at the Bethel Cemetery in Cordele, Georgia. Survivors include her loving and devoted children, Mr. Aaron Tyson Gaston, Mr. Gregory Bernard Gaston of Cordele, Georgia, a host of beloved grandchildren and great-grandchildren, her loving and devoted sisters, Miss Patricia Turner, Miss Waverly Gaskin of Cordele, Georgia, her beloved brothers, Mr. J.R. Levant and his wife, Mrs. Costello Levant, Mr. A.B. Levant and his wife, Mrs. Gwendolyn Levant, Mr. Calvin Levant, Mr. Eddie Lee Levant and his wife, Mrs. Carolyn Levant, and Mr. Michael Levant and his wife, Mrs. Betty Levant, all of Cordele, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survive Miss Eddie Mae Levant Gaston, age 74, of 702 West 27th Avenue, Cordele, Georgia. Mr. Kerry Roger Cross, age 56, of 510 East 12th Avenue, Cordele, Georgia, died Wednesday, April 8th at the Emory St. Joseph Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Kerry Roger Cross, age 56, was held on Saturday, April 18th, in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. The Reverend Wesley Ashton officiated. The burial followed at the Mount Olive Church Cemetery in Warwick, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted mother, Mrs. Elizabeth Hooks Cross, his beloved wife, Mrs. Lisa Mann of Cordele, Georgia, his loving children, Mr. Carl Walker Jr. and his wife, Mrs. Faith Walker, Mrs. Kenya Walker Williams and her husband, Mr. Cameron Williams, Mr. Jermaine Dean, all of Cordele, Georgia, a beloved aunt, Mrs. Diane DeVorser of Cordele, Georgia, a host of nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survived Mr. Kerry Roger Cross, age 56, of 510 East 12th Avenue, Cordele, Georgia. Mr. James Solomon McCray, age 82, of 359 County Line Sneed Road, Leslie, Georgia, died Monday, April 13th, 2026. The funeral service for Mr. James Solomon McCray, age 82, was held on Saturday, April 18th, in the sanctuary of the St. John Baptist Church in Leslie, Georgia. The Reverend Calvin James, pastor, the Reverend Eugene Hall, pastor of the Jackson Grove Baptist Church, officiated. The burial followed at the St. John Cemetery in Leslie, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife of 61 years, Mrs. Dorothy McCray, 4 beloved sons, Mr. James McCrae and Mr. John McCrae, both of Leslie, Georgia, Mr. Andrew McCrae and his wife, Mrs. Lois McCrae of Madison, Virginia, and Mr. Michael McCrae of Leslie, Georgia. Two living daughters, Mrs. Mary DeSilvia of Madison, Alabama, and Mrs. Brenda Alfred and her husband, Mr. Luther Alfred of Americus, Georgia. His living grandchildren and great-grandchildren, his beloved brothers, Mr. Raymond McCrae of Americus, Georgia, Mr. Joel Hall of Pensacola, Florida, and Deacon Willie James Owens and his wife, Mrs. Gussie Owens of Leesburg, Georgia. His loving sisters, Mrs. Annie Ruth Thomas and Mrs. Mary Lou Davis of Americus, Georgia. His beloved sisters-in-law, Mrs. Willie Mae David and Mrs. Diane Nixon of Springfield, Massachusetts, Mrs. Mamie McCrae of Leslie, Georgia, a devoted nephew, Mr. Greg Daniels, a host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survived. Mr. James Solomon McCrae, age 82, of 359 County Line, Sneed Road, Leslie, Georgia. Again, the family of United States Army veteran Mr. Sean Thomas Williams Sr. of Lizella, Georgia, and Dooley County, Georgia. The family of United States Army veteran Mr. Clifford Ramsey of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Elder Jacqueline Smith Lewis Little of Warner Robins, Georgia, and Americus, Georgia. The family of Miss Eddie Mae Levant Gaston of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. Kerry Roger Cross of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. James Solomon McCrae of Leslie, Georgia. Would like to thank their many friends for all of the many kindnesses shown to them during their hours of sorrow and bereavement during the past week. May God bless each of you is their prayer. The Jwwilliams funeral directors serving Cordele and Vienna were in charge of each of these arrangements during the past week. And now, it is certainly with the deepest regret that we make the following announcements. Mr. Vernis Eugene Emery, age 56, 44 Cemetery Road, Rochelle, Georgia, died Friday, April 3rd at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted children, Miss Donna Queek Ravin and her husband, Mr. Kelvin Ravin of Cordele, Georgia, Mr. Zachary McCormick, Mr. Vernis Emery Jr., Mr. Caleb Emery, and Mr. Nicholas Emery, all of Rochelle, Georgia. 3 beloved grandchildren, his beloved sisters, Mrs. Julia Ann Scott of Rochelle, Georgia, Miss Cheryl Lawrence and Miss Carla Carruthers, both of Florida. His beloved brothers, Mr. Joseph Carruthers, Mr. Roger Carruthers, both of Florida, Mr. Anthony Carruthers of Atlanta, Georgia, and Mr. Jerome Emery of Rochelle, Georgia. His beloved aunts and uncles, Miss Norma Emery, Mr. Billy Emery, Miss Dorothy Emery, Mr. Randy Emery, and Mr. Eugene Emery, all of Rochelle, Georgia. Mr. Bill Carruthers of Americus, Georgia, Miss Ollie Carruthers of Atlanta, Georgia, and Miss Emma Glasgow of Florida. A host of nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive Mr. Vernice Eugene Emery, age 56, of 44 Cemetery Road, Rochelle, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Vernice Eugene Emery, age 56, will be held today, Sunday, April 19th at 1 p.m. in the sanctuary of the Piney Grove Baptist Church in Rochelle, Georgia. The pastor, Reverend Travis Johnson, will officiate. The burial will follow at the Piney Grove Cemetery in Rochelle, Georgia. Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders, age 50, of 1302 Drayton Way, Cordele, Georgia, died Friday, April 10th at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. Survivors include her loving and devoted daughter, Miss Shaquita Talbert of Cordele, Georgia, her beloved father, Mr. David Nance of Cordele, Georgia, her beloved companion, Mr. Brian Bryson, her beloved sisters, Miss Terrella Wynn and Mr. Eugene Washington Sr., and Miss Laquita Michelle Nance, her beloved grandparents, Mr. Frank Sanders, Miss Maddie Pearl Sanders of Cordele, Georgia, her loving aunts and uncles, a host of nieces and nephews, many cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders, age 50, of 1302 Drayton Way, Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders, age 50, will be held on Saturday, April 25th at 10 a.m. in the sanctuary of the Ark of God Ministries in Cordele, Georgia. Elder David Johnson, pastor. The burial will follow at the Sunnyside Cemetery in Cordele, Georgia. The public visitation will be on Friday, April 24th from 1 until 5 p.m. at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home. Pastor Bernice Jones Paul, age 83, of College Park, Georgia, formerly of Ashburn, Georgia, died Monday, April 13th at the Wellstar Douglas Hospital in Douglasville, Georgia. Survivors include two loving children, Mr. LeVays Paul and his wife, Mrs. Vanessa Paul, and Minister Erica Warner and her husband, Mr. Leodore Warner, her beloved grandchildren, her brothers and sisters, Mr. Eddie Jones and his wife, Mrs. Mildred Jones, Mr. Enoch Jones and his wife, Mrs. Debbie Jones, Mrs. Annie Ruth Jones, and Miss Dale Jones, her in-law, Mrs. Betty Miller and her husband, Sir Johnny Miller, Mrs. Mary Mathis, and Miss Gail Jones, a host of nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive Pastor Bernice Jones Paul, age 83, of College Park, Georgia, formerly of Ashburn, Georgia. The funeral service for Pastor Bernice Jones Paul, age 83, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. Mr. Willie James Johnson, Sr., age 72, of Chris Street, Cordele, Georgia, died on Thursday, April 16th, at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted sons, Mr. Willie J. Johnson, Jr. of Cordele, Georgia, Mr. Darrell Sanders and his wife, Mrs. Kimberly Sanders of West Palm Beach, Florida. 13 beloved grandchildren, his beloved sisters, Mrs. Emma Hill of Macon, Georgia, Mrs. Ella Mae Porter of Warner Robins, Georgia, Mrs. Mary Alice Sanders of Clearwater, Florida, and Miss Bernice Hessel of Cordele, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survive Mr. Willie James Johnson, Sr., age 72, of Chris Street, Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Willie James Johnson, Sr., age 72, will be announced at a later date, pending the completion of the arrangements. Mrs. Linda Towns Lord, age 71, of Athens, Georgia, formerly of Dooley County, Georgia, died Wednesday, April 15th at Piedmont Athens Regional Hospital in Athens, Georgia. The funeral service for Mrs. Linda Towns Lord, age 71, will be announced at a later date, pending the completion of the arrangements. The Jwwilliams funeral directors, serving Cordele and Diana, are in charge of each of these arrangements during this week. Friends, that conclude our funeral notices for this morning. And as always, we do remind each of you concerning our pre-funeral arrangements planning available at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home, with packages available with a single pay, a 3-year pay, a 5-year pay, and a 10-year pay. So please stop by and talk with us concerning your pre-funeral arrangements needs, and also whole life insurance is available at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home.
April 26th, today at 2 p.m. for the ordination service for Minister Whitney Dean Toots. Pastor Lorenzo Hurd of Albany, Georgia, will be the guest speaker. Pastor teacher Johnny Dean is the pastor. Big Poplar Springs Baptist Church Mother's Day celebration will be Sunday, May 10th at 11 a.m. Evangelist Cynthia McWilliams of Shallow Baptist Church, Elko, Georgia, will be the speaker. Big Poplar Springs Baptist Church Pastor's Anniversary will be Sunday, May 24th at 11:30 a.m. Sand Ridge Baptist Church and Dr. Jeffrey Lawrence will be in charge of the services. Dinner will be served Sister LaChina Whitehead is the church secretary. Deacon Wilbert Whitehead Jr. is the chairman. Reverend Lucius Albritton Jr. is the pastor. The Lebanon Baptist Church senior ushers will meet Monday, April 20th at 7 p.m. for business and instructional ushers meeting. This meeting is for ushers only. The Lebanon Baptist Church 155th church anniversary will be Sunday, today, April 26th at 11 a.m. Pastor-elect Reverend Wallace Jordan III will deliver the anniversary message. Everyone is invited to attend. Deacon Edward Jackson Jr. is church secretary. Deacon Eric D. Bryant is the chairman. Reverend Wallace Jordan III, the pastor-elect. Greater New Lebanon Baptist Church Youth Day program will be Sunday, April 26th at 11 a.m. Chief Eric Finch of Montezuma Police Department will be the speaker. Deacon Calvin Mansfield is the chairman. Reverend Glenn Bryant Sr. is the pastor. New Beulah Baptist Church 133rd church anniversary and the 5th anniversary of the pastor, Reverend Christopher Perry, and First Lady Robin Perry will be Sunday, May 3rd at 10 a.m. Little Rock Baptist Church and Reverend Joseph Green will be the special guest. Sister Rosemary Jones, church secretary. Deacon Bobby Robinson is the chairman. Reverend Christopher Perry is the pastor. Greater Morris Tabernacle Baptist Church 122nd church anniversary and the 35th pastoral anniversary of the pastor, Dr. K.M. Williams, will climax today at 9:30 a.m. Minister Dion Jones of New Oak Grove Baptist Church will be the guest speaker. Mother Mary Henderson, church mother. Deacon Arthur L. Parker is the chairman. Dr. K.M. Williams is the pastor. Autumn Grove Baptist Church will celebrate the 119th church anniversary and the 20th anniversary of the pastor, Reverend Jeff Wilson. Today at Sunday school at 10 a.m., morning worship at 11 a.m. Everyone is invited to attend. Sister Liz Brown, church secretary. Deacon Frank Brown is the chairman. Reverend Jeff Wilson is the pastor. The Piney Grove Baptist Church will have installation service for Reverend David L. Watts today at 2 p.m. Reverend Calvin James of St. John Baptist Church, Leslie, Georgia, will be the guest speaker. Sister Dorothy Bryant is the secretary. Deacon Nathaniel Roddy is the chairman. Reverend David L. Watts, pastor-elect. The Zion Hope Baptist Church 123rd church anniversary will be Thursday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. Pastor Terrell Carter and Greater New Bethel Baptist Church and Choir will be on program. The anniversary will climax April 26th at 2 p.m. Dr. Dwayne Daniels and Beulah Baptist Church and Choir will be on program. Sister Mary Elaine Bryant, church mother. Deacon Xavier Bryant is the chairman. Reverend Willie James Felton is the pastor. The Bethel Christian Methodist Episcopal Church Homecoming Family and Friends Day celebration will be today at 2 p.m. Dr. Jane E. Thomas will be the guest speaker. Reverend Veronica R. Smith is the pastor. New Light International Outreach will celebrate the 15th church anniversary Thursday, April 23rd, and Friday, April 24th at 7 p.m. Pastor Alex Gibson of London Chapel Church, Macon, Georgia, will be the guest speaker. The celebration will climax on Sunday, April 26th at 11 a.m. Pastor Elrigas Ford from the prayer room will be the guest speaker. Everyone is invited to attend these services. Dinner will be served. Pastor LaQuinton Q. Robinson is the pastor. The Shady Grove Baptist Church Youth Ministry 2026 Youth Explosion will be Saturday, April 25th at 3 p.m. Youth ministries and young adults are asked to represent in either a praise dance, a solo, a reading or poem, musical selection, or Bible scripture. For more information, contact Ms. Shawana Davis at 229-417-3382 or Ms. Joyce Paul at 229-406-0752. Again, for more information, contact Ms. Shawana Davis at 229-417-3382 or Ms. Joyce Paul at 229-406-0752. Sister Shawana Davis, Youth Minister. Deacon Sammy Mumford is the chairman. Reverend Kelvin E. Drake Sr. is the pastor. The Ark of God Ministries Women of the Ark annual pre-Mother's Day brunch will be Saturday, May 2nd at 11 a.m. at the Crisp Recreation Department. Miss Galen Henderson, founder of Gutless and Glamorous, will be the guest speaker. The attire is denim and pearls. Co-pastor Cynthia Johnson. New William Grove Baptist Church annual revival will be Wednesday, May 13th and Thursday, May 14th at 7 p.m. On program Wednesday, Gethsemane Baptist Church and Reverend Cecil Strouder. On Thursday, Zion Grove and New Hope Baptist Church and Reverend Tiller Sims. Refreshments will be served. Program committee, Sister Christine Doster and Sister Jennifer Doster. Sister Linda Maddox is the secretary. Deacon Winfred Green is the chairman. Reverend Makito Lester is the pastor. Spring Hill Baptist Church annual spring revival will be Wednesday, May 20th and Thursday, May 21st at 7 p.m. On program Tuesday, Reverend Isaac H. Owens and pastor of Mount Calvary Baptist Church. On Wednesday, Dr. Dwayne Daniels, pastor of the Beulah Land Baptist Church. Everyone is invited to attend. Sister Easter Pastrick is the secretary. Mother Lily Mathis is the church mother. Deacon Eddie Byram is the chairman, and Dr. Eddie Talbert is the pastor. Grand Mars Tabernacle Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them each Sunday. Sunday school at 9 a.m., worship service at 9:30 a.m. Mother Mary Henderson is the church mother. Deacon Arthur L. Parker is the chairman. Deacon Dr. K.M. Williams is the pastor. Mount Zion First African Baptist Church invite everyone to worship with them today at 11 a.m. Deacon Joe Wedges is the chairman. Dr. Dan James III is the pastor. The Gethsemane Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them today at 10:30 a.m. Deacon Johnny Wilson is the chairman. Reverend Cecil Strouder is the pastor. New Oak Grove Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them each Sunday, with Sunday school at 9:15 a.m., worship service at 10 a.m. Deacon Alonzo Jones is the chairman. Reverend W.W. Wilson is the pastor. Greater Gum Creek Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them today at 10:30 a.m. Mother Norman Solomon is the church mother. Deacon Zachary Fields is the chairman. Reverend Joseph Hoggebrook is the pastor. St. Paul Presbyterian Church invites everyone to worship with them today at 11 a.m. Elder Awita Hegeman is the pastor. Beautiful Zion Baptist Church cordially invites everyone to worship with them today at 11 a.m. Mother Azaline Kellogg is the church mother. Reverend Lorinda Ray is the pastor. Mount Olive Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them today. Sunday school at 9 a.m., worship service at 10 a.m. Mother William A. Walker is the church mother. Deacon Lindbergh Williams Jr. is the chairman. Bishop Jerome Milton is the pastor. Emmanuel Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them each Sunday at Sunday school at 10 a.m., worship service at 11:15, Bible study each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Mother William McGill is the church mother. Reverend Gregory Williams is the pastor. New William Grove Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them today. Deacon Winford Green is the chairman. Mother Gradine Ford is the church mother. Reverend Nakito Lester is the pastor. You're invited to worship with New St. Stephen's Church today. Worship service at 11 a.m. You're invited to join us each Tuesday night for prayer at 7 p.m. and each Wednesday night for Bible study at 7 p.m. via conference call for both of them. The call-in number is 732-434-2022. Again, the call-in number for prayer on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and Bible study on Wednesday at 7 p.m. is 732-434-2022. Dr. Frankie Harmon is the pastor. The Temple of Praise Church of God by Faith invites everyone to worship with them each Sunday with Sunday school at 10 a.m., morning worship at 11:15. Join them live on Facebook each Sunday at 11:40, Wednesday Bible study at 7 p.m. For more information, call 229-949-0144. Again, for more information, call 229-949-0144. Elder Michael Wyndham is the pastor. Beulah Land Baptist Church invites everyone to worship with them today with Sunday school for Sunday worship at 10 a.m. Sunday school at 10 a.m., morning worship at 11:15 a.m. Mother Diane Flood is the church mother. Deacon Willie Smith is the chairman. Dr. Dwayne Daniels is the pastor. As a reminder, the deadline to register to vote or to change voters' information is Monday, is tomorrow, in order to be eligible to vote in the primary nonpartisan election. Advanced in-person voting will be located at the Government Center Monday, April 27th through Friday, May 15th from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Saturday voting is offered from Saturday, May 2nd and Saturday, May 9th from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. May 8th is the last day to submit an application for absentee ballot. Again, you're encouraged to register to vote in the primary election. I am, as a candidate for the Christ County Commissioners District 1 Post 2, I'm asking you to go get out and vote and elect me, Frankie Harmon, in the primary election on May 19th. If you live in the district, anywhere from Highway 300 all the way out to Omaha Heights on the west side, again, we are asking that you would get out and vote. Again, the last day to register is tomorrow, April 20th, so that you can vote in the primary election. Let our voices be heard by letting our votes count.
And now for dedication. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following: in loving memory of Mr. Willie James Thomas, better known as Hicks, who departed this life April 4th, 2024. Dedication requested by his sons, retired Sergeant Hamilton Thomas and Mr. Quincy Smith, and the entire Beal family, gone but not forgotten. In loving memory of Mrs. April Beal, who would have celebrated her birthday April 8th. Dedication requested by her husband, Stuart Peyton Beal Jr., her sisters-in-law, Mrs. Carolyn Beal Thomas, and the entire Beal family, gone but not forgotten. In loving memory of Mr. Benny James Daniels Sr., who would have celebrated his birthday April 10th. Dedication requested by his children, grandchildren, and the entire Daniels family. Precious memory linger still. In loving memory of Minister Sheila Johnson, who departed this life April 14, 2023. Dedication requested by her daughter, Ms. Nidra Hamilton, her grandsons, Kendall and Ethan, and her beloved mother, Mother Diane Flood, her brother, Mr. Henry Purnell Johnson, and the entire family, gone but not forgotten. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following. Happy birthday. Special birthday wishes goes out to my cousin, Deacon Emery Wright of Albany, Georgia, and Lee County, Georgia, who celebrated his birthday on April 3rd. Dedication requested by the entire Wright family. Happy birthday, cuz, and many, many more. Happy birthday to Mr. Terrell Owens, who celebrated his birthday April 9th, dedication requested by the Owens family. Happy birthday to Isaac Owens II, better known as Deuce, who celebrated his birthday, dedication requested by his children and the entire family. Happy birthday to Miss Shayla Cross Anderson, who celebrated her birthday Wednesday, April 8th. Dedication requested by her beloved aunt, Mrs. Carolyn Bill Thomas, Miss Patricia Cross, and the entire Bill and Cross family. Happy birthday to Mr. Walter Mobley Sr., who celebrated his birthday Thursday, April 9th. Dedication requested by the entire family. Happy 90th birthday to Mother Martha Ruth Westbrook, who celebrated her birthday Friday, April 10th. Dedication requested by our children, Mr. Eddie Frank and Mrs. Deborah Walker Westbrook, Elder Helen and Mr. Melton Dunlap, Bishop George Westbrook, Mr. Willie King and Mrs. Lynn Westbrook, Minister Gloria Westbrook, and Brother Norris Mathis, our beloved grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and all the members of the Pleasant Hill Baptist Church, where she serves so faithfully, Chairman Deacon Roger Westbrook, and the entire congregation. Happy birthday to Elder Helen W. Dunlap, who celebrated her birthday Friday, April 10th. Dedication requested by her husband, Brother Melton Dunlap, all of the children, grandchildren, her beloved mother, Mother Martha Ruth Westbrook, and the entire Dunlap and Westbrook family. Happy birthday to Deacon Willie Cross, who celebrated his birthday April 12th. Dedication requested by the entire family. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following: Deacon George Jordan and family, Mother Vera Mae Rivers and family, Deacon Curtis Lucas Jr. and family, Mother Willie Mae Leary and family of Hatley, Georgia, Mother Willie Mae Walker and family of Warwick, Georgia, the Honorable Mayor Juanita Kinchin of the city of Warwick, Georgia, Deacon Johnny and Mother Vera Perry and family, Mother Willie McGill and family, Mother Ethel Perry and family, Vienna, Georgia, Deacon Bob Hughes and family, Deacon Joey Clark and family, Deacon Oscar Cook, Chairman of the Board of Deacons of the Friendship Baptist Church of DeSoto, Georgia, Deacon and Mrs. Lawrence Williams and family, Dr. Brandon Williams, Superintendent of the Chris County School System, Mr. and Mrs. Lynn Thomas and family, Miss Carol Smith and family, Mrs. Eddie Mathis and family, Mrs. Leslie Williams and family, Mr. and Mrs. Lonnie Williams and family, Miss Corrine West and family, Mr. Sammy Lewis and family, Mrs. Margaret Whitehead and family, Mrs. Leela Bryan and family, Mr. Homer Swain and family, Mr. Kenneth Lester and family, Mr. and Mrs. Henry, Mr. and Mrs. Harry Henderson and family, Miss Gloria Lester and family, Mr. Willie James Perry and family, Mr. Willie B. Bowens and family of Vienna, Georgia, Mrs. Beatrice Walker and family, Mrs. Gracie Walker and family, Mrs. Shirley Pearl Walken family, the Reverend Revis McLaren and family, Deacon and Mrs. Oscar James and family, Mr. and Mrs. Wilbert Whitehead and family, Mr. Larry Collier and family, Mr. Charles Collier and family, Mrs. It is certainly with the deepest regret that we make the following announcements. Mr. Vernon Eugene Emery, age 56, 44 Cemetery Road, Rochelle, Georgia, died Friday, April 3rd at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service, Mr. Vernon Eugene Emery, will be held Sunday, April 19th, today at 1 p.m. in the sanctuary of the Piney Grove Baptist Church in Rochelle, Georgia. The pastor, Reverend Travis Johnson, will officiate. The burial will follow at the Piney Grove Cemetery in Rochelle, Georgia. Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders, age 50, of 1302 Drayton Way, Cordele, Georgia, died Friday, April 10th at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders, age 50, will be held on Saturday, April 25th at 10 a.m. in the sanctuary of the Ark of God Ministries in Cordele, Georgia. Elder David Johnson, pastor. The burial will follow at the Sunnyside Cemetery in Cordele, Georgia. The public visitation will be on Friday, April 24th from 1 until 5 p.m. at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home. Pastor Bernice Jones Paul, age 83, of College Park, Georgia, formerly of Ashburn, Georgia, died Monday, April 13th at the Wellstar Douglas Hospital in Douglasville, Georgia. The funeral service for Pastor Bernice Jones Paul, age 83, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. Mr. Willie James Johnson Sr., age 72, of Chris Street, Cordele, Georgia, died on Thursday, April 16th at the Chris Regional Hospital in Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Willie James Johnson Sr., age 72, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. Mrs. Linda Towns Lord, age 71, of Athens, Georgia, formerly of Dooley County, Georgia, died Wednesday, April 15th at the Piedmont Athens Regional Hospital in Athens, Georgia. The funeral service for Mrs. Linda Towns Lord, age 71, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. The Jwwilliams funeral directors serving Cordele and Vienna are in charge of each of these arrangements during this week. Our program this morning is dedicated to the bereaved families whose loved ones were laid to rest during the past week. The family of United States Army veteran, Mr. Sean Thomas Williams Sr. of Lizella, Georgia, and Dooley County, Georgia. The family of United States Army veteran, Mr. Clifford Ramsey of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Elder Jacqueline Smith Lewis Little of Warner Robins, Georgia, and Americus, Georgia. The family of Miss Eddie Mae Levant Gaston of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. Kerry Roger Cross of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. James Solomon McCray of Leslie, Georgia. This selection is dedicated to the bereaved families whose loved ones will be laid to rest during this week. The family of Mr. Vernon Eugene Emery of Rochelle, Georgia. The family of Miss Tasha Raquel Sanders of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Pastor Bernice Jones Paul of College Park, Georgia, formerly of Ashburn, Georgia. The family of Mr. Willie James Johnson of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Miss Linda Towns Lord of Athens, Georgia, and Dooley County, Georgia. This election is dedicated to all of the sick and shut in, to all patients in the local and surrounding hospitals, nursing homes, and rehabilitation centers, to our beloved ministers and their devoted family members, to all retired educators, to the men and women serving in our armed forces, both stateside and abroad, to all veterans, and to everyone who listens to our program on each Sunday morning. It's a pleasure for us to bring it to you. Our program goes out in memory of our past president, Dr. Napoleon Williams, to my wife, Mrs. Calandra Wilkerson Parker, to my son, Jai Wilkerson Parker. This election goes out to my brother, retired Chief Master Sergeant Norman F. Dexter, and his wife, Dr. Gwendolyn Maxine Dexter, and their grandson, Noble. Goes out to my sister, Mrs. Patsy Jackson, and her husband, Mr. Jim Jackson of Cordele, Georgia. This election goes out to my nephew, Deacon Kenneth Smith, program chairman of the Greater Morris Tabernacle Baptist Church, and with us this morning presenting our program to our Facebook and YouTube channels. This election goes out to our pastor, Dr. K.M. Williams, and all of the members of the Greater Morris Tabernacle Baptist Church as we celebrate our 122nd anniversary of the church and the 35th anniversary of Dr. K.M. Williams. I would like to say to him, thank you for your loyalty and your service. Continue to hold up the bloodstained banner until the Lord shall say, enough is done. God bless you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. We hope you've enjoyed our program. Tune in again on next Sunday morning. In your time of need, contact the competent, capable, and dependable staff at the Jwwilliams Funeral